Staff help you locate and purchase the property of your dreams. So when you're looking to buy real estate anywhere in the UP, trust the people who know it best. Contact Northern Michigan Land Brokers today.
Got a news tip? Email it to news@WZMQ19.com.
Good evening, everyone. I'm John Truitt. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a look inside the Iranian resistance. Our Brendan Scanlon speaks to Iran's new agents of change. And the Escanaba Electric Department is investing big in solar energy by installing solar panels on its facilities. Plus, Michigan voters are going to be asked to vote on a constitutional convention. What that means and how it affects you, coming up. Your 19 News at 6 starts right now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Hello, Dakota. What's the forecast going to be like? Hey.
Well,
what's the forecast going to be like there, Dakota?
Well, John, we are talking about some very interesting weather heading our way as we head into Thursday, but we'll call the next 24 or so hours the calm before the storm. As we take a look at Doppler Max, we're pretty quiet. We do have some cloud cover around and maybe a few snow flurries, but other than that, we're pretty quiet. Temperatures into the 20s near Lake Superior. We've got 40s down towards Iron Mountain and 37 out towards Escanaba. Then looking ahead towards tomorrow, a mostly cloudy day, but we do have a potentially high impact weather system on the way for Thursday. Those details in a few.
Thank you. As the conflict surrounding Iran intensifies and questions swirl about leadership, stability, and the future of the regime, Iranian American advocates are pushing a different strategy. Political support from the outside, but change from within. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon reports tonight from Capitol Hill.
As instability grows inside Iran and pressure mounts on the ruling regime, Iranian American advocates say the moment for change may already be here, but they insist it must come from within.
Foreign military intervention is not the solution. It is very costly for all sides. Our suggestion is to politically support Iran's organized opposition.
Dr. Majid Sadishpour is the political director for the Organization of Iranian American Communities, a group dedicated to the promotion of a free and democratic Iran. He says the Iranian regime is cornered as they face internal and global pressure. In the last 48 hours, he says 4 political prisoners have been killed by the regime. Sadishpour is also a supporter of the National Council of Resistance of Iran, led by Miriam Rajavi, which has proposed a 6-month provisional government if or when the regime collapses. Advocates say power inside Iran is increasingly fractured and that organized resistance networks on the ground could step in if the government weakens.
So you'll need leadership, you need organization on the ground in Iran, and all of that is seen in the National Council of Resistance of Iran.
However, he warns escalation and airstrikes can make a coordinated uprising extremely difficult.
When bombs are falling on the ground, it is almost nearly impossible to mount an uprising.
For advocates like Sadishpour, the message is simple. Iranian people are ready to decide their future if the world acknowledges their resistance.
And they own the sacrifice. They deserve the right to bleed and free their country, and they have an organized resistance that can do it in the National Council of Resistance.
Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, WZMQ 19 News.
Michigan voters will decide this fall whether to call a constitutional convention, a process that could lead to an overhaul of the state's governing document. The question appears on the ballot every 16 years under the state constitution. If a majority vote yes, a process is triggered to elect delegates from every House and Senate district in the state. The delegates would then draft a new state constitution working off the old document, a process that hasn't happened in 65 years.
The idea of having a constitutional convention is to look at the whole document in its totality. Many provisions in the Constitution, if you change one thing, that will affect different provisions, and you can look at everything together.
Any proposed changes would still need voter approval before taking effect. For the last several years, Michigan communities have been working to meet the state's renewable energy goals. WZMQ 19's Lily Simmons shows us how the city of Escanaba is making progress and saving money by establishing more solar energy.
Tuesday morning, a crew from Peninsula Solar climbed to the roof of the city's electric department to install solar panels.
It's an 85 kilowatt AC facility, 164 panels in a year. It should generate 100 kilowatt hours, and that should meet all of the energy usage that we use for this electric department.
According to Electric Utility Director Gerald Percola, the endeavor is a response to the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022.
It allows municipal electric utilities to receive tax incentives to promote renewable energy projects. Pretty much every municipal in the Upper Peninsula is eligible for a 40% return on the total project. We did receive a low-income bonus, which is an additional 10%.
So once the work is complete, the department is on track to get 50% of its investment back.
The total project cost was about $162,000, so we're looking at getting $81,000 back.
The project should be operational by the end of April, and within about 8 years, Percola expects it to have paid for itself.
That money will go back into the electric fund. It'll be used for other projects or operating expenses. Even the electric department has to pay an electric bill.
And Percola says offsetting that electric bill cost will also result in a slight reduction for customers.
That's all part of the big pot. We're fully funded by ratepayers. We don't take any tax money. So yes, for us, it's going to help our ratepayers in the long term.
Percola believes the rooftop solar project will be a success. And if it is, the idea could spread to other municipal departments.
It'll save, money for the various departments, and, that's ultimately savings to our customers and, the ratepayers and taxpayers.
Reporting in Escanaba, Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News.
Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Plus, the American Heart Association is reminding everyone that tomorrow is National Walking Day, and we'll show you the benefits of getting those steps in. And later, the University of Michigan continues to roll in the NCAA basketball tournament. Stay with us.
We examine EKGs and use advanced imaging to uncover minute details. But what we see is you. We see how your heart beats with love and powers laughter. Even as we practice the latest medical science and perform advanced procedures, what we see is how we can help you live a healthy and active life. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Heart Care. What we see is you.
CBS Tonight.
The world goes on.
It's Fleet Week.
It's chaos.
Fun police.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him. All right. At least nobody got hurt. You were saying?
NCIS is all new. CBS Tonight.
CBS Tonight.
Gentlemen, Ducky is in the house. Those circumstances may be dire. Your shining faces are just what the doctor ordered.
Son of a plot twist.
No. Yes!
NCIS Origins is all new. CBS Tonight. For more than 30 years, our community has come through, building affordable homes, making critical repairs, and building ramps for those who need a little help and a little hope. Habitat for Humanity volunteers produce amazing results treasured forever. You could be our next hero. Volunteers are needed to provide affordable housing in Marquette County. Join in. Sign up. It's easy. Go to UpersUnited.com or use the QR code shown here. A public service message of Habitat for Humanity and WZMQ TV 19. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
It's Shunk's Big Winter Sale. It's that time of year when you spend more time on your sofa, more time on your recliner, and more time in bed. During Shunk's Big Winter Sale, you'll save on the furniture you need. And there's big savings on quality Amish dining room, too. Have it built the way you want it, or save even more on floor sample closeouts. And mattresses from Serta, Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, and Stearns & Foster. The selection and discounts have never been greater. Shop Shunk's Big Winter Sale at both locations for big discounts. Shop Shunk's in Marquette today.
Now, from the 19 News Forecast Center, this is WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather.
Welcome back, everybody. Today's high here into Marquette, 32 degrees. So definitely another chilly one. Our average sits at 40, and we're going to get close to that as we work through the rest of this week. But yeah, it's going to come with a big storm system starting on Thursday. So here is a look at winds right now. Still this north-northeast wind component coming across Lake Superior, keeping the immediate lakeshore communities on the cooler side. But once you work down across the southern half of the UP, down towards Escanaba and Iron Mountain, temperatures are a little warmer there where you lose that lake breeze. All right, here is our winter storm watch. It is for the entire Upper Peninsula. This starts Thursday at 5 a.m. and runs all the way through Friday at 2 a.m. That means during that time frame, we could be dealing with a mix of wintry rain and snow, but more importantly, freezing rain. And that is rain that freezes on contact with the surface, as ground temperatures will be hovering right around the freezing mark both Thursday and Friday. So nothing to really talk about on Doppler Max so far tonight here. We've just got a lot of clouds around, but widening the view. We're missing out on this system, which is producing a lot of severe weather down across the central and southern half of the state, and then out here into Ohio and Pennsylvania dealing with that. But you might be asking, where is our storm system? Well, it's right here near Salt Lake City, Utah. And it doesn't look very impressive now, but this is going to rapidly strengthen as it moves our direction over the next 24 hours. Let's show you what it looks like on First Warning Weather Futurecast. We're quiet through tonight. Can't rule out a lingering flurry or two, and same deal for tomorrow. But we'll try to mix in a little bit of sunshine through the day tomorrow. We'll still call the day mostly cloudy. But here is our concern as we head later into Wednesday. And as we head into Thursday, that storm system approaches. Watch it start as that wintry mix down here across the southern UP, and then it starts to overspread the region as we head into Thursday. That's noon on Thursday. So again, notice the expanse of all that, what would you call that? Kind of like a purplish salmon color. That is where we're going to be dealing with the freezing rain. Then the freezing rain starts to taper off as we head later in the day on Thursday. But here is the concern. Now, don't take these numbers to the exact bank, but it gives you the idea that we could be looking at more than enough ice to cause some very dangerous travel conditions and also maybe some power outages as well. Remember, it only takes 1/10 of an inch of ice accumulation to slicken up roadways, 1/4 of an inch to bring down trees and power lines. We shouldn't get to 1/2 inch worth of ice, but still, anything over 1/4 of an inch is considered significant. So we're going to watch that very carefully. 28 tomorrow, 34 on Thursday, and we stay there over the next few days. A few snow showers will arrive as we head to Easter Sunday, then a little warm up early next week.
Thank you, Dakota. Tomorrow, April 1st, is National Walking Day. The American Heart Association states that across the country, stress levels and other obligations leave fewer than half of adults and less than 1 in 5 children getting the recommended amount of daily physical activity. The Heart Association suggests on National Walking Day that any movement counts to improve heart health, whether that means adding a few extra steps in between meetings or tasks, or taking a walk with your family.
So we really encourage movement as a family, especially as the weather gets a little warmer. Take a nice family walk before or after dinner. Get out, walk the dog. I know up in the UP, it's still a bit chilly this time of year. So maybe it's too cold to take the dog out, but try to find a way to move your body.
Tomorrow also kicks off Move More Month throughout April. Coming up on Insights, Kevin Hodge recently sat down with UPAWS to talk about the upcoming Cause for Pause Gala happening next month at the Ordock Brewery in Marquette. We'll be right back.
Why AAA? Because you're stuck in a rut, literally. Because you're out of gas and in a pickle. Because stuff happens. And AAA is the most trusted roadside assistance. Join today at AAA.com.
Watch the Medical Minute, Thursdays at 6 and 11, only on 19 News. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare.
1 out of 8 women in the United States will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime. And the chances are you know at least one person who's been personally affected. But right now, you can help. It's simple. Donate your unwanted vehicle, RV, or trailer to the United Breast Cancer Foundation. It's the easiest way to contribute to one of the nation's leading charitable organizations. The process is fast, easy, and free. Not only will you be helping, but you'll also receive a tax deduction. The United Breast Cancer Foundation offers an array of programs and services that help and support families and individuals dealing with breast cancer. But we can't do it alone. We need your help. Simply give us a call to get started, and we'll schedule a pickup date that is convenient for you. If you have any questions you would like answered before initiating the donation process, please feel free to call us toll-free at 800-715-0187. That's 800-715-0187. Show your support today.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics.
What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
How to raise children.
Get out of here. Door tap. Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie on All in the Family.
Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ MeTV.
Why AAA? Because you're stuck in a rut, literally. Because you're out of gas. And in a pickle. Because stuff happens. And AAA is the most trusted roadside assistance. Join today at AAA.com.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local.
Welcome back, everyone. Saturday, April 18th, UPAWS is hosting its annual Cause for Pause Gala. Here with the details is fundraising coordinator Nicole DeWald-Swenson. Nicole, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So Cause for Pause returns. Tell us what this event is all about.
Well, Cause for Pause is one of our flagship events, and it is a charity gala that we're putting on April 18th. We're going to be having live auction items, raffle prizes, bucket raffles, and then we're also going to be doing an award ceremony for a couple of awards.
All right, gotcha. And just how big of a fundraising event is it for UPAWS?
Well, it's one of our four largest, and I would say it's one of our largest.
Sure.
And we've had it at different locations in the past, and this is the first time it's going to be at Ordock Brewing Company.
Okay.
And we are looking forward to kind of a cocktail party atmosphere. We're going to have food, beverages, some games as well, and it's kind of like a semi-formal event. So a lovely night out while supporting animal welfare.
Excellent, sounds like it. And just how much of a difference does this make for UPAWS and the operations?
Well, every ticket, every auction item that you bid on, every donation goes to the care and welfare of the animals here at UPAWS.
Tell us just how many animals UPAWS is taking care of, how much they've taken care of animals over their history.
Well, I could definitely say annually we bring in about 1,000 animals a year.
Wow.
And we definitely have a no-kill status, so we find homes for all of those animals. And it's just a really good event to come to support UPAWS.
Absolutely, and great staff there as well. We know the story of the staffers that stayed during the blizzard as well to make sure the animals were taken care of. What should people know if they're looking to attend?
Well, tickets are $50 a person. We also have limited number of tables. We have a couple tables of 4 for $180, or a couple tables of 6 for $250. So those will go quickly, but you can check everything out at our website at upaws.org. Click on the purple banner there that has our bow tie pup, and we would love to see you there.
Yeah, what's the turnout usually like?
We're hoping for about 200 people.
All right, excellent. And Nicole, just as far as the fundraising goes, tell us how it helps out in the operations and what they do every day.
Well, it definitely goes towards food, shelter, and a lot of medical things. We also knew this year we do our spay and neuters in-house, so we have a new vet tech, and then we have veterinarians come in and visit, and they do surgeries there. So that's been able to streamline things a bunch for us. And also it goes towards like helping the animals as far as behaviorally if they need special training.
Gotcha. All right, Nicole, I think those are all my questions. Anything I left out that you think people should know?
No, we'd just love to see you there.
All right, excellent. Nicole, thank you so much for taking the time for us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
When we come back, Mike Ludlam is here with sports. Grand Valley women's basketball team are national champions. All the highlights coming up after the break.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Get everyone into the office. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Any idea what this emergency meeting's about?
I think it's some kind of emergency.
That is what I love about you. You don't miss a thing.
Everyone down!
The robbery and the murder are connected.
Take a look at this.
Well, now we're talking.
NCIS is all new CBS Tonight and streaming on Paramount+.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Live outside Marquette County? Recycle 906 is worth the drive. We accept cans, cardboard, plastics, and more. Bring it in. Keep the Upper Peninsula clean. See what we accept at recycle906.com.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics. What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
How to raise children.
Get out of here! Door tap. Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie on All in the Family.
Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ Me TV. Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store. Andersen is the #1 trusted window and door brand. The Window Store is the Upper Peninsula's clear choice for windows and doors. Now that's a perfect fit. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. The Grand Valley State women's basketball team clinched its second straight Division II national championship with a convincing win over Indiana of Pennsylvania Saturday in Pittsburgh. An Escanaba High School grad is one reason why the Lakers won the game so easily. Eskimos grad Nicole Kameen helped the Lakers ignite to a 4-0 start with this driving layup. Kameen scored 18 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, dished out 4 assists, and blocked 3 shots. GLIAC Player of the Year, Mackenzie Bisbal stole this pass, cruised in for a layup to make it 6-0. Bisbal also scored 18 points, had 7 rebounds and 5 blocks. Paige Van Stee also had another outstanding performance with 25, 2 off the window here, 9 rebounds and 3 blocks. The Kameen, Bisbal, and Van Stee trio combined for 25 of 35 shooting from the floor and 61 points. That's Ava Carlson, who'll get more playing time next year with the hoop and the foul. Later in the half, Kameen would find Bisbal for a layup and a 41-24 advantage at the break. Third quarter, not much change. Kameen for 3. She gets the pass, lines it up, knocks it down. That put the Lakers ahead by more than 20. Then Kameen located Van Stee for another 3-pointer. Grand Valley State cruised to the national title 72-49. Kameen was named the tournament's most outstanding player.
It helped that we came out aggressive. Also, we've been in this moment before, so I think that was to our advantage a little bit. I think you could see that from the start. We were super confident coming out. We knew what it took, too.
During the year a little bit, she was really, in the beginning of the year, she was not making threes, and she was not shooting threes. You know, I'm not making them, I shouldn't be shooting them. And we kept telling her, Nicole, you are a good shooter. You catch a shoot every time you touch the ball. If you think you're open, you have to shoot it. You're eventually going to snap out of it. And I can't remember what game it was this day, but I think she hit like 4 threes in that game. I was like, okay. Then that confidence, grew, and Paige the same way.
Yasmin's hot streak may have started during the Lakers' road trip to Michigan Tech and NMU in early January, where she made 3 triples at the SDC Gym and Vandeman Arena. Grand Valley State closed the season 36-1 with its only loss at Wayne State. The Michigan Wolverines are doing just very well, thank you very much, when it comes to the Midwest Regional. Rodney Gale Jr. for 3 and a 9-point lead Sunday over Tennessee. He had 8 points. Elliot Cadeau would also launch a triple and find the mark to give Michigan a 28-16 lead. Cadeau had 8 points and 10 assists in the contest. And again, for Michigan, because it was just basically Michigan all day long, Namari Bennett with the layup. Now the lead was 19. Bennett had a good game as well. And of course, Yaxel Lundenberg also had a very good game. He ended up with 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. Michigan moved on to the Final Four with a 95-62 victory over Tennessee.
The name of the game was going to be physicality, and they were the number 1 offensive team in the country for a reason. You know, they showed us in those first 4 minutes. You know, in the immediate timeout, we all regrouped. You know, we thought about what we needed to do. That was the game plan all along. So once we started hitting them back and they stopped, getting the same offensive rebounds, the game definitely started to shift.
It's such a blessing to be surrounded by just such great people. Heading it off with Coach May bringing in. And surrounding the program with, great mentors and great coaches and then, great players. So, it's easy to be successful when, you're surrounded by great people.
And we have a sign in our locker room that says April Habits. And from day one, we've challenged these guys to develop championship level habits that would allow us to win a Big Ten championship and would also allow us to turn the calendar from March until April. And now we've put ourselves in position to do that.
So 2 number 1 seeds will collide in the second semifinal Saturday, Michigan and Arizona. Tip-off slated for just after 9 p.m. Eastern Saturday at Indianapolis. First game will have Illinois and Connecticut. Those games should be on TBS. Also in the NCAA tournament, you've seen it 100 times. We're going to make it 101. Braylon Mullins is going to make the 3-pointer here for Connecticut that beat Duke with just 0.4 of a second to go. And that was enough for the victory for the Huskies by the score of 73-72. The nicest story of the weekend may have been in golf. Gary Woodland won the Houston Open on Sunday. It's his first tour victory since the U.S. Open in 2019 at Pebble Beach. In September 2023, Woodland underwent surgery to remove a brain lesion, and in 2025, he received the PGA Tour Courage Award. He opened up about this event 2 weeks ago. He won the Houston Open by 5 shots on Sunday. And we will be right back.
Endless lakes, towering forests, beauty around every bend. Here, the lakes become playgrounds, trails become escapes, and neighbors become family. It's more than where we live, it's how we live. And it's why having a financial partner who understands this place matters. At Peninsula Federal Credit Union, we're rooted in the communities we serve, helping you enjoy today and plan for tomorrow.
Anything that's wrong with America can be fixed by what's right in America. We are defined more by our shared values and our differences, and we're having a conversation about how.
Hard Rock Bet Casino is here, Michigan. Roll with us.
On Hard Rock Bet, what you see when you sign up is actually what you get. 200 bonus spins. That means you get 200 chances to win real cash. If you're not up money after your first day playing slots, you get up to $1,000 back for another shot. Play again with a casino bonus on us. Roll with Michigan's newest casino app, where we put promos in bright lights and say it loud. No gimmicks.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see.
D-E-P-R.
Mental illness doesn't show up on a scale. Bipolar? Sorting out a mental health concern takes professional diagnosis and treatment.
Anxiety. I thought so.
If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support.
It's Aaron Spelling Sundays.
featuring 4 memorable shows from the legendary Hollywood producer.
And then we'll take the car, the boat, the train, and the plane home.
The plane.
Sundays on MeTV 19.1.
Highs tomorrow, once again, is going to be location-based, just like real estate. Location, location, location. Upper 20s closer to Lake Superior. Again, lower 40s once you work down across the southern half of the UP. But our main concern is going to be the storm system that arrives on Thursday will produce the chance for some freezing rain that could lead to some slick spots as we head through Thursday and Friday. So stay up to date with us. We're watching it very closely as temperatures bounce up and down through next week.
That'll do it for the news at 6. Please join us tonight at 11 for more WZMQ 19 News. Good night.
Good to be with you. I'm Tony DeCopo. The breaking news right now. Gas prices hit $4 a